Jai Shri Ram, welcome all of you all for our weekly Ramayanam class. Every Wednesday we are reading from the original Valmiki Ramayan, Balkhand, shloka by shloka. We're trying to understand the in-depth secrets hidden inside this Mahakavya. So we completed the 13th verse of chapter number 17. So let's have a fast recap. Anybody remembers what did we discuss? किसको याद है? Fast.
गुरुजी मतलब सभी देवता मतलब रूप लेकर आए थे नीचे भगवान के साथ लीला में ज्वाइन मतलब जुड़ने के लिए।
हाँ, तो क्या हुआ? कैसे आए? ब्रह्मा जी ने सबको आदेश दिया। Thus addressed by ब्रह्मा जी, the devatas promised. What did ब्रह्मा जी से? ब्रह्मा जी बोले पहले आप लोग सब अपने अप्सराओं और बाकी रीचों उनके साथ आप बंदरों और रीच प्रजाति में आप लोग फैल जाओ। तो सारे महान जो ताकतवर बंदर थे वो कहीं ना कहीं किसी न किसी देवता के ही अंश थे. They were a part of the devatas and they were so called, you can say, the children of those devatas. Like Indra gave birth to Vali, the king of the monkeys, and who was strong as Mahendra mountain. Surya, the best and the radiant leader, gave the birth to Sugriva. Brahaspati gave birth to great monkey Tara, very intelligent one, and Kuber gave birth to the most prosperous son, Gandhamadan. Vishwakarma gave birth to Nala. So Nala, Nila किसका पुत्र था? Fire god, Agni देवता का पुत्र था. So they were all basically Nala, Nila, and all these were all sons of devatas. Then only we can understand that these people, these personalities are not small. Please understand, they're great personalities. They have deliberately come hidingly as monkeys and bears, but actually they are great persons. And whenever Lord comes, these Devi Devatas also come in a hidden form to serve him, to have association with him. Because they don't get association in Vaikuntha. They don't know having any entry in Vaikuntha. Any Devatas got entry in Vaikuntha? No Devatas got. Maximum they can go is up to the Shiv Sagar. From there they will have to pray. Andar allowed nahi, bahar. So these great devatas, they always desire कुछ सेवा कर लें, भगवान के साथ थोड़ा सामीप्य मिल जाए, और भगवान भी लीला करते हैं, भगवान भी धरती पे आते हैं. Why does God take incarnation? Why does Lord taking incarnation? We have studied that God has no force to take birth. He can take birth without being forced. But then why does Lord take? पवित्रणाय साधुना विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. भगवान कहते हैं ना कि भाई धर्म संस्थापनार्थ, पवित्रणाय साधुना, सब साधुओं को बचाने के. देन विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम, ऑल evil people को खत्म करने के. And then last but not the least, is this the actual reason what Lord is saying, या उसके पीछे भी कोई छुपा हुआ मतलब? अरे श्लोक तो सब लोग ने सुना है ना.
गुरुजी भक्तों के साथ आदान प्रदान करना.
भक्तों के साथ आदान प्रदान. वेरी गुड. क्यों ये मगर फिर भगवान ये सब क्यों कह रहे हैं? पवित्रणाय साधु विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम, ये भगवान खुद कह रहे हैं ना भगवद गीता में. फेमस लोग है, बी आर चोपड़ा ने इसको फेमस किया. और लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, क्या भगवान ये तीन कार्य खुद वहां बैठ के नहीं कर सकते? कैन ही नॉट डू इट सिटिंग इन वैकुंठा? पवित्रणाय साधु नाम, टू प्रोटेक्ट द डिवोटीज, Lord has to come. What is the need? Lord is there in everyone's heart. Lord is there in everyone's heart. So where is the question of coming specially saved the devotee from insult. Vinaya Jayadu Dushkritam. Acha, the wicked, kill the wicked. He has to come all the way from there down. Yeah, आराम से relax. You can easily do it sitting over there. Just if he wishes, इच्छा मात्र से खत्म हो जाए. धर्म संस्थान में धर्म को स्थापना किसी ऋषि आचार्य को भेज के भी कर सकते हैं. Why Lord has to come personally? है ना? Am I making sense or not?
Prabhuji, you had said one time, like to prove the words of the devotees true, God comes. Like you had given example of Prahlad Maharaj.
Okay, very good. Fine, that is one of the reasons you can say. But generally, acharyas give a very beautiful explanation. जैसे ये तीनों काम के लिए आए ही नहीं वो, तीनों काम के लिए नहीं. इमेजिन भगवत गीता को गलत प्रूव कर, भगवान तीनों काम के लिए नहीं, फिर किस काम के लिए? तो इट इज सेड लॉर्ड केम so that he can give us a रूप लीला, his name, नाम रूप और लीला तीन चीज दे सके. पर भगवान एक भी अवतरण नहीं करते थे फ्रॉम फर्स्ट टू लास्ट आज तक. संभवामी युगे युगे बोलते हैं ना भगवान. then सतयुग he took an incarnation, मत्स्य कूर्मा वो सब लिया. then he took like Narsingadev, then Vaman Dev. So there's so many incarnations he has taken. So why is Lord taking so many incarnations and yuge yuge every time is taking? Just imagine he did not take any incarnation. आज मैं क्या लेक्चर लेता और आप लोग क्या सुनते? Which book would we be reading? Today we are reading the Ramayana because we have got his Leela as Ramchandra ji. Whatever Leela is done, we are reading that. If Ramchandra ji did not do any Leela, we would not be reading. So that is one of the reasons why Lord came, because he wanted to give us a study matter, a matter on which we can contemplate and get connected with God. अगर भगवान का एक भी अवतार नहीं होता तो किस रूप पे आप लोग ध्यान लगाते? चलो आज most of you all are having some people are having Laddu Gopal, some people are having Krishna Radha Krishna deities, some are having Ram Sita Lakshmana Hanuman, various deities everyone is having. So what do? You dress the deity, you clean the deity, and then you do nice dressing, then offer nice food. अगर भगवान एक भी अवतार नहीं करते, ना राम का ना कृष्ण का, कोई भी नहीं, नरसिंह का कोई भी नहीं करते, तो आप किस deity को पूजा करते? Would not have any deities to worship. It would have been void. It would have been totally void. We can only say, God is there. And शास्त्र में लिखा है वो ऐसा दिखते हैं, चतुर्भुज रूप में है, तो ब्राह्मण स्वरूप में भी है, इज फॉर्मलेस द ब्राह्मण स्वरूप. यू विल गो मैड, पागल हो जाओगे कि कैसे भगवान के साथ कनेक्ट करें, नहीं होता. तो एक्चुअली हम पे कृपा करने के लिए आओ एंड गेट कनेक्टेड विथ मी. दैट इज व्हाई लॉर्ड इज. So he is not come only for saving the devotees. पवित्रणाय साधुनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम्. अब मुझे बताइए दुष्कृत में किसको मारा? रावण को मारा, कुंभकर्ण को मारा, देन हिरण्यकशिपु, हिरण्याक्ष. Who were they? Who were they? They were also Parshad of the Lord, no? Devotees of the Lord, established in the spiritual world. वैकुंठ लोक से लेके आए ना. It's like a musician comes in a concert. How does he come? He comes with his own harmonium or tabla or whatever the instrument is, flute, whatever he's having, he's carrying his own. He can come there and say, give me any flute, I will play. Give me any tabla, I will play. No. He gets his own tabla and उसको भी ट्यून करेगा, टक 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 मार के टाइट करेगा, यूज करेगा, पेड़ा हो, गिटार हो, जो भी हो सब करेगा. Why? What is the need? He is happy with his own instruments. He is not comfortable with other instruments. Similarly, Lord also gets his parshads. Hey, you act as villain. And उसको कोई नहीं मार सकता, भगवान ही मार सकता. रावण को कोई देवी देवता मार पकाए, अभी तो इतना पाव पड़ रहे ब्रह्मा को, क्या वर दे दिया आपने. And all are falling at the feet of Vishnu. Vishnu, please somehow save us from this horrible Ravana. Same when Kamsa was there, they were put up. Same when Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha. They were fed up. They were fed up with Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. They were fed up. Why? What's the problem? The problem was they were Parshadas of the Lord. And Lord only had entirely set this drama. I will come, I will fight, and I will finish you off. Did he finish them off? Did he really finish off them? He actually liberated them back. इन जो जन्म का कर्ज था उनको लिबरेट किया. So what did he actually do? Which wicked did he do? No. रही बात बाकी जो wicked propensity है, by his coming, इसका गुण लीला पढ़ने की वजह से लोगों के अंदर जो wicked propensity है वो अपने आप. And last but not the least, धर्म संस्थापना. कौन सा धर्म स्थापना किया उन्होंने? By the way, what is how do you know ये धर्म है या अधर्म है? कैसा पता चलेगा? On what basis you will come to know your action is dharma or adharma? Yes, Praveen Prabhu, can you please tell me? On what basis you will say what you are doing is dharma or adharma?
Prabhuji, whatever things are mentioned in our Shastras.
Yes, very good. Very nice. Very nice. Shastra gives us the guidelines. Which action is right and which action is wrong. We cannot whimsically conclude, okay, मैं जो कर रहा हूँ सही है, मैं जो कर रहा हूँ गलत. क्या आपको पसंद है? मुझे ये करना पसंद है, मुझे किसी को पीटना बहुत पसंद है, इसके लिए पीटता हूँ, उसके लिए मुझे अच्छा लगता है, इसके लिए वो सही है. नहीं. It is as per Shastra, then you can. Otherwise you can't. So Lord says, Acharya say, Lord has come to establish Bhakti Dharma, a dharma of Bhakti, a way of connecting the people with God. So we have to understand this entire sloka as a compassion of the Lord, for which he is taking all the trouble to come to this material world. And it is a planned act. He is not coming, "Arey, achanak problem ho gaya. Come on, I have to go and solve the problem." No. IT people suddenly they face some problem. They again the whole night they sit and work on the project. Why sudden problem has come up? But ये problem भी वही भेज रहे. Lord only is sending the problem. हिरण्यकशिपु को वो भेजता है, हिरण्याक्ष को वो भेजता है, रावण को वो भेज रहा है. And then when Devatas come, okay, I'll come. Don't worry, I'll kill him. Plan. Everything is a farce. Actually, it is just a farce because he is more compassionate towards souls like us who wants to actually interact with. The gopis of Vrindavan, the gopis जो कृष्ण लीला में थे, उनके साथ उनका इंटरेक्शन कैसे हुआ? Because they were waiting for so many years so that they can have personal interaction with God. It is said by Acharya is very beautiful. रामचंद्र जी ने पूरे रामायण में कितने लोगों का उद्धार किया? कितने लोगों का उद्धार किया? How many people did he actually liberate? In the end, he took everyone. That's a different. During the Leela, how many people did he liberate? Yes, mother. In the end, he took everyone. But how many people did he liberate? Devotees did he liberate? Let me pass.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, मैं ट्राई करूं।
Yes, yes.
अगर मैंने आपका प्रश्न ठीक समझा है तो उन्होंने उद्धार किया या कल्याण किया, तो एक तो अहिल्या का किया था जो पाश, और दूसरा शबरी जो उनको बेग खिला रही थी,
वो तो और उनको लिबरेशन नहीं दिला, मतलब उनको मिलके गए, बस उसका दर्शन दे दिया, और एंड में जो जो भगवान से मिले सब मृत्यु के समय गए। उद्धार बोला तो उन्होंने अहिल्या का किया। परफेक्ट,
अहिल्या का तो किया ही।
परफेक्ट परफेक्ट।
हरे कृष्ण।
तो होल लाइफ में रामचंद्र जी आके क्या किए? एक आदमी का, एक जीव का उद्धार, और उनका राम नाम जपने से, सीताराम जपने से, जय श्री राम जपने से कितने जीवों का उद्धार हो रहा है। So you have to understand, Lord may not have, if Lord may not have come, would we be having his Dhama? Would we be having his Nama? Would we be having his Leela? Would we be having his, what do you say, Swarupa? We have got fixed, ना? कृष्ण बोला तो एक मोर पंख होना चाहिए, रामचंद्र जी बोला तो धनुष होना चाहिए. So everything is like, we have got fixed mindsets. पीछे लक्ष्मण होना चाहिए. Everything is fixed. All this, how did it get embossed in our mind? It's all because Lord's pastimes as an incarnation, Lord did. So you have to understand, these Devi Devatas, they are waiting desperately when they will get a chance to come down and interact with God, or at least be an instrument to serve God, serving God. Please continue, Mother.
From 13th onwards,
Yeah.
the fire god Agni gave birth to Nila with similar brightness as fire. He surpassed other monkeys in fame, valor, and brilliance. The Ashwini Kumaras, who were rich in beauty, themselves gave birth to sons Minda, Dvivida, who were blessed with beauty. Varuna gave birth to a monkey named Susena. Parajanya gave birth to the powerful Sarabha. Vayu gave birth to a splendid monkey named Hanuman, with a thunderbolt-like indestructible body. He could travel at the speed of Garuda. Of all the chiefs of the monkeys, he was the most powerful and intelligent.
यहाँ पे ब्रीफ में बता दिया वाल्मीकि जी ने अबाउट हनुमान. Vayu gave birth to monkey. But really, did Vayu give birth? I have explained in the last lecture. Let me see how many remember you. Please give me an answer.
वो प्रभु जी, शिव जी ने जब मोहिनी अवतार को देखा तो उसके बाद वो वायु से उनके स्पर्म को लेकर के वो अंजना माता जी के गर्भ में उसको,
और वायु, क्योंकि वायु ही एक है, वो एक तत्व है जो एक शरीर के हर अंग को छूता है. It is interacting or touching every part of the body. That is why Vayu was requested to put the sperms which were released by Shiva into the garbha of Anjana Devi. And of course, Anjana Devi also was a very pious lady. She was an Apsara, Punjika Sthala. Her name was Punjika Sthala, and she was an Apsara. But it so once so happened that one Rishi she was serving the Rishi very nicely. And whenever the Rishi used to come, he used to get firewood, water, everything. Very good service. One day she had gone to collect some dried sticks for Samita, for Yagya. There she saw some Gandharvas. one couple of Gandharva who were enjoying sensual pleasure. When she saw, she got excited. And the minute the Rishi, she came inside, and when the Rishi entered the ashram, she jumped on the Rishi and started kissing him. Rishi got very furious. He just pushed her down and he said, "You're behaving like a monkey, you become a monkey." And that is how Anjana was born. But this Shapa, or curse, whatever you call it, actually turned out to be he was told to get married with Kesari, and Kesari was already cursed that he will never get a son. He will never have a child. He was also a monkey, okay? Kesari monkey was the king of the monkey kingdom, but he didn't have a child. So when she got married with him, and when this Vayu Devata put the sperms of Shiva inside her womb, she gave birth to, and since though being married, she lived like a brahmachari. That is why even Hanumanji also got that brahmachari tattva. And he opted for brahmachari tattva because he wanted to serve Lord without any distractions. And finally, when he was born, it is described that how his body was. His body was like a thunderbolt. Always I say, as per Valmiki Ramayan, Hanuman never lifted a mace. गधा को कभी हाथ नहीं लगाया. It was only he uprooted trees, threw stones and bit. He used to bite the Rakshasas, to tear the Rakshasas. He used to pluck trees, huge trees, and throw it at them. Collect, lift big boulders and throw it on them. But at no time he carried a mace. गधा कभी नहीं उठा. ठीक है, आजकल फोटो बन गया अभी हनुमान जी का गधा का फोटो बन गया, तो you can't change it, बदल नहीं सकते, तो लोगों के अंदर वो छाप बैठ गया. So point what I'm trying to say is he was faster than Garuda. You all must have heard the story how Garuda का मान मर्दन किया, सत्यभामा का मान मर्दन किया. Do you all hear the story or not?
No, Guruji.
प्रभु जी फिर से बता दीजिए प्लीज.
Once happened, Satyabhama was very proud about her beauty. So nobody can beat my beauty. Very beautiful. Sudarshan Chakra was very proud. Lord always keeps me by his side, and nobody can bypass me, nobody can control me. And वहाँ पे Garuda, I am the personal vehicle driver, whatever you call, of the Lord, Supreme Lord Vishnu. And बस भगवान बैठे नहीं, split seconds में thousands of kilometers within a split second, fast. क्या पलक झपका वो उठाने वहां पहुंच गए. The Lord doesn't have to wait for 10 hours and 12 hours, no hopping flights, direct wherever he wants. I'm not talking of within the country, I'm talking of within the entire universe. Wherever he wants, he can go so fast. So Lord said, अभी तीनों का मान थोड़ा कम करना पड़ेगा. So he said, Garuda, I have one devotee of mine is there. He's in Vaikuntha, okay? He told, Dwarka. He told, please go and get my devotee Hanuman. Just tell him this Bhagavan, this Aradhya, रामचंद्र जी और सीता मैया उसका राह देख रहे हैं. बोला आप आ जाओ, प्रभु आपको याद कर रहे हैं. इतना बोल देना, प्रभु आपको याद कर, बस इतना. घूम के सत्यभामा को बोला, आप प्लीज अच्छा बंठन के रेडी रहना, मेरा एक भक्त आने वाला है मिलने के लिए, तो आप. शी वॉज ऑलरेडी ब्यूटिफुल एंड उनको बंठन के रहने बोला, मतलब ऑल ज्वेलरी मेकअप पार्लर वार्लर जाके आ गई. Then he called Sudarshan Chakra. I am now relaxing. Don't let anyone come inside. Stand out and guard. Sudarshan Chakra also said, okay, sir, don't worry. Nobody can bypass me. Lord जाके बैठ गए. तो गरुड़ा 1 मिनट में पहुंच गया वहां पे. कहाँ पे? हनुमान सिटिंग इन कैलाश पर्वत doing tapasya. My Lord is remembering you. He looked, Hanuman looked. Who's your Lord? My Lord. उसको बोल के भेजा था, राम और सीता राह देख रहे हैं, ऐसा बोलते. बोला था, राम और सीता रे वहां राह देख रहे हैं, आप आइए. ठीक है, आप जाइए, मैं आ रहा हूँ. नो, आप कब पहुंचोगे? Sit on my back. First, jet service. 1 split second, I'll take you. I'll come. But Baba, you can't go. You can't jump that fast. You can't travel that fast. The speed at which I go. Come. Go. And by the time Garud could even take off, Hanuman left. And in front of Garuda's speed of, let's say, 1,000 kilometers per hour or 10 nautical miles per hour, whatever you call it, or 10 light years per hour, he is traveling at 10 times the speed. Garuda को दिख नहीं रहा है, कहाँ गया वो, इतना फास्ट. सीधा अंदर भगवान के सामने. यस प्रभु, आपने हमको याद किया. तो भगवान पूछे, तो अंदर आया कैसे? बाहर किसी ने रोका नहीं. हाँ, बाहर एक था, चक्र था, रोक रहा था मुझे. कहाँ है वो? निकाल कर मुंह में. It kept it in his mouth. Removed it, kept it. Then इतने में सत्य भामा वहां खड़ी थी बाहर, पिकअप करके खड़ी. हनुमान सो, प्रभु सीता मैया कहाँ पे, और ये नौकरानी क्या कर रही है? What is this maid servant doing here? And where is Sita Mata? Satyabhama के लिए it was like shell shocked. No. She's Satyabhama. Sita Maya is there inside. Don't worry. She's Rukmani, na? Lakshmi Devi. There. अच्छा वो है क्या? मुझे मालूम नहीं, मुझे लगा आपकी नौकरानी है इसके लिए. सॉरी. नहीं, बस ऐसे आपको मिलना था, मिल लिया, आप जा सकते हैं. भेज दिया. So, the purpose of this Leela, it is said that Lord wanted to remove the pride inside Garuda, pride inside the heart of Satyabhama, pride in the heart of Sudarshan Chakra. Just imagine Sudarshan Chakra को मुंह में दबा के अंदर घुसे. This one shloka, don't take it lightly. It gives an immense description about Hanuman, Vayu gave birth to splendid Hanuman, splendid monkey called Hanuman, with a thunderbolt-like indestructible body. And you know what is the speciality of this indestructible body? When that very powerful weapon was used by Indrajit, Nagastra and all that, every monkey in the battlefield fell dead, including Ram and Lakshman. Or rather, unconscious. Can't say dead, they were all unconscious. Somehow, the impact, coming over the impact, Jamban got up. Nothing happened to Vibhishan because he was also a Rakshasa, so nothing would happen to him. And he got up and he said, "Oh, is Hanuman alive?" Vibhishan was shocked. यार तुम रामचंद्र जी के बारे में नहीं पूछ रहे, हाँ, लक्ष्मण के बारे में नहीं पूछ रहे, हाँ, तुम्हारा बाकी अंगद वाली किसी और, सीधा हनुमान के बारे में. Only Hanuman. That time Jamban says, if Hanuman is alive, everyone is alive. If Hanuman is dead, we are all dead. Immediately Hanuman went and bought the Sanjeevani booty and everyone revived and all that. That's all the different part of the story. That much of confidence and faith Jamvanji had that yes, only and only Hanuman can save everyone because rest all were in human form, and human form means helpless situation. Lord is supreme God, but he is in a human form. Human form means helpless situation. That's the description of a human, right? मनुष्य का परिस्थिति क्या है? किस परिस्थिति के मतलब मनुष्य का स्थिति क्या है? हर परिस्थिति से हम मजबूर हैं, शारीरिक, आर्थिक, दिमाग से भी हम लोग मजबूरी हैं. सोच एक हद के बाद चलती नहीं है. So we are all helpless. You have to take help of some gadget or something. For so many things. The Lord is all fulfilled within himself. But still, it makes a difference when he comes in the human form. So that's how we have to understand. He could travel at the speed of Garuda. Of all the chief of the monkeys, he was the most powerful and intelligent. Please understand. Buddhiman. The word used here is Buddhiman, intelligent. Intelligent means what? What is the meaning of intelligence over here? बाकी सब सुग्रीव, अंगद, नील, नल ये सब बुद्धिमान नहीं थे. अगर बुद्धिमान नहीं थे तो फिर वो ब्रिज कैसा बांधा नल नील ने? सुग्रीव ने भी अपना पराक्रम दिखाया during the war. So why special treatment? Only Hanuman is mentioned as Buddhiman. Why? Fast. Yes, Leta Mataji, what do you think? Why is Lord calling, why Valmiki ji is calling Hanuman Buddhiman? Because he is Hanuman or something else? Yes, Puja Mataji, what do you think?
Prabhuji, like Hanumanji would serve the Lord even without him saying anything, you know. Like he was such a servant of the Lord that without the Lord saying, giving the order, he would be able to serve. Like when he went to Lanka, he didn't get the order to burn the Lanka, but he burned the Lanka also. He
Agreed.
studied the Lanka also, and he got everything. So he would serve the Lord even more than what was asked of him.
Agreed. But something more. Most important.
Go down to earth.
Down to earth. Okay.
Hmm.
Something more important. How many of you all have knowledge of the Ramayana? I want to know.
Prabhuji, he applies it on what Lord is saying, on his instructions only. Like you said,
सब ठीक है प्रभु, सब ठीक है. Agree, what you are saying is all right. Yes, बुद्धिमताम वरिष्ठम. But क्या वरिष्ठ उनका बुद्धि कैसा वरिष्ठ है? When Ram and Lakshman first entered Rishimukh Parvat, Guri was afraid. अरे बाप रे, वाली ने किसी को भेजा है मेरे को मारने. Sharp shooter. आज की भाषा में sharp shooter. Because Wali cannot come to Rishimukh Parvat. So he has sent these two young boys, having bow and arrow. They have come to kill me only. So he sends Hanuman, you go. पता कर क्या? देख लिया ऊपर से. The minute Hanuman ji and Ramchandra ji met each other, he came to know he is the Supreme Lord whom I am supposed to serve. He is the Supreme God for which I have taken my birth. Though he has forgotten all his powers, that later on Jamvan will revive his powers. But he had this intelligence. Yes, I am the servant of the Lord, and this is that Lord. So intelligent person is one who can identify God. जब हनुमान जी के साथ बात हुआ राम और लक्ष्मण का, पहले लक्ष्मण ही बात किया, रामचंद्र जी बात नहीं किया, because रामचंद्र जी was very unhappy to see him in a छल avatar. He came as a brahmana and he said, जो चीटिंग करता है ना, जो अपना गलत वेश पहना के आता है, I don't like those people who come with wrong or different, they project themselves different to what they are. Lord says, I want nirmal man. I want very straightforward. So he talks through Lakshman, he talks to Hanuman. And finally, when Lord Ramchandra ji tells him, oh, आपके पास तो इतना बढ़िया माला है, आप कहाँ से गरीब ब्राह्मण? And वो माला none other than Brahma ji had put it in his neck. So immediately when Ramchandra ji said, who he identified, he realized, oh, this is none other than the Supreme God. But the same Sugriv, जिसको लेके जाके हनुमान ने मिलाया, बोला कि he can help you, will solve your problem. Sugriv did not believe that. Ramchandra ji had to give test to prove to Sugriv that he is strong enough to kill Vali. Had he known that he is the Supreme Personality, Supreme God, there would not be any test. Suppose if God comes in front of you and you are not intelligent, चल तू भगवान नहीं हो सकता, तू है, चल 2 प्लेट मेरे लिए खाना लेके आ. That's some silly things, right? Foolish things. Then that's what Sugriv did. He asked him, okay, you kick this skeleton of Dundubi Rakshas. तो जाके उसने रामचंद्र जी just with this finger, toe finger ऐसा किया, उड़ गया. No, that must be because now it has become light, no? It was earlier with mass, वाली ने फेंका था. Then he asked him to shoot an arrow through 1 sal tree. He fired through 7 sal trees. So Ramchandra ji that time was laughing. आचार्यगण कहते हैं he was laughing because इस धरती पे आके मुझे टेस्ट देना पड़ रहा है. इस धरती पे आके मुझे टेस्ट देना पड़ रहा है कि आई हैव गॉट द पावर. इतना मतलब टाइम खराब है ना मेरा, टाइम खराब है, मेरी बेबी चली गई और मेरे को ऐसा करना पड़ रहा है. दिस इज ह्यूमन लाइफ. दिस इज ह्यूमन लाइफ. तो एंड ही वाज थिंकिंग लाइक अभी भी डाउट था, जानबूझ के. अच्छा, रामचंद्र जी वाज फर्स्ट फाइट विद वाली, ही डिडंट किल हिम डेलिबरेटली, पिट गया. सुग्रीव अच्छा पिट गया. नहीं, क्या करूं, मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है आप लोग में से कौन वाली है, कौन हनुमान है, सॉरी कौन सुग्रीव है, कौन वाली है. दोनों एक जैसा दिखते हो, ऐसे मंकीज ऑल लुक वन. अब गले में हार डालो तो मुझे मालूम पड़ेगा, आई विल नो द डिफरेंस, देन आई विल किल. एंड देन इट इज. That is why Valmiki ji is making a very special stress over here by calling him intelligent. Intelligent is one who accepts God the minute he realizes and then dedicatedly serves him without any reservation. That is why he is being called, addressed here as Buddhiman. Yes, Mataji, continue.
The only purpose of creating so many thousands of beings was to kill the 10-headed Ravana. They were mighty heroes with extraordinary strength and could change form at will. With their firm bodies, they were extremely strong, like elephants in mountains. They quickly took birth in the form of bears, monkeys, and Gopucha. Every devata gave birth to individual sons.
Gopuchas are another type of monkey. Yeah.
Okay. Every devata gave birth to individual sons separately who were equal to them in strength, form, and value.
Every monkey in the team was as powerful as the devatas. And don't underestimate the power of devatas. I'm sorry to say, many of us have been told devatas are inferior. Compared to God, everyone is inferior. But compared to us, they are much, much superior. Continue.
Some monkeys of superior value were born from female Gopucha monkeys. Similar ones were born from bears, monkeys, and kinnaras. Quickly, the devas, great sages, Gandharvas, eagles, illustrious Yakshas, snakes, Kimpurushas, Siddhas, Vidyadharas, Uragras happily gave birth in thousands at the same time when Lord Vishnu was to take birth. Many heroic charanas and monkeys with robust bodies were produced as forest dwellers. Also from the bodies of chief Apsaras, Vidyadharas, daughter of Nagas and Gandharvas, many sons were produced who were forest dwellers. They were endowed with great physical strength and power to change their form at will. Like the lions and tigers, with pride in their strength, they wandered in the forest as per their will.
Here, I would like to add one thing very important. You know, it is said when the war was about to start, the entire monkey army had crossed the bridge and reached the gate of Lanka. A lot of monkeys were thousands and thousands and thousands of monkeys. Now, why I'm saying this is there is one statement here. Gave birth in thousands at the time of Lord Vishnu's birth. All these Gandharvas, eagles, Yakshas. Please mute. So you'll have to mute that other videos. So these so many Gandharvas, so Skinnaras, Kimpurushas, Vidyadharas, Ugras, all happily gave birth to thousands at a time. Now, how much is this thousands? I'm explaining this. जनरली हम लोग बोलेंगे बहुत सारे थे, ठीक है, बहुत सारे थे, इतने बहुत सारे थे. जब the army reached the gate of Lanka, Ravana sent a spy in the form of a bird. Might be that time go zamane ka drone, spy drones होता, this. He came and reported. How many are there? He says the the army is so huge that the whales are big size fishes in the sea. They're the biggest. He said whales are eaten by a fish called timi. So what is the understanding? Just imagine one fish so big that it can eat timi. It's called timi, which can eat a whale. So imagine whale जैसा बड़ा मछली को खाना है तो वो मछली कितना बड़ा रहेगा? तिमी. एंड ये जो तिमी नाम का मछली जो है उसको एक तिमिंगला बोल के एक फिश है. That eats this fishes. तिमी. तिमी को खाता है तिमिंगला. तो व्हेल को खाता है तिमी, तिमी को खाता है तिमिंगला. तो तिमिंगला कितना बड़ा है? He says, like that, I can see billions of timingalas waiting outside the gate of Lanka. Imagine, सोचो कितना बड़ा आर्मी है, कितने मंकीज गए थे, कितने वानर गए थे, कितने रीच गए थे, कितने ईगल्स, बर्ड्स सब गए थे. From this you can understand the size of the army. Why when Valmiki ji is saying this, you will be able to correlate this only when we will be reading the Yuddha Kand. That time you will be able to correlate with this size of this, all the monkeys and all those devatas who have taken form of monkeys and all have done heroic tasks. Mind you, एक monkey ने जो task किया, it's all heroic. Not an ordinary human or an ordinary monkey cannot do. सबसे बड़ा thing is monkey is एक number का डरपोक, but none of them are डरपोक्स. Monkey, you just shoot a stick to the monkey will never come near you. And these monkeys are fighting with these asuras who are having all great weapons. and they are throwing stones and all that. So you have to understand that they are not ordinary monkeys, they're great persons. And that is what Valmiki is trying to say.